Hey there traders, today is the 25th of February 2021 and this is your quick market breakdown. So starting off on the daily chart for Bitcoin here, still looking like Bitcoin might want to take another short-term bounce back up here. Perhaps we're going to see Bitcoin come up to the 10 simple moving average around 52,454. So we'll keep an eye on that. But overall, I'm still looking for this structure to break further to the downside. So if I see any kind of reason to go short on Bitcoin today, I'm going to take it. These shorter moving averages are looking bearish as well. So as soon as we see a 4-hour candle close below this liquidity zone around $49,000 even, and we see a 4-hour candle close below that, that's when I'm going to be looking to go short for Bitcoin again. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on that. I've got an alert in there to tell me when the price breaks to the downside there. But to the same token, if Bitcoin does break and close above the 55 exponential, including the price of 51,160, and closes a 4-hour candle above that, I would be looking for this to make its way onwards and upwards again. I don't like the fact that the price is moving up and volume is going down, so this looks more like profit taking to me. And if we were to pull in our Fibonacci retracement tool here, we can see that it's clearly bouncing off our 50 level, or at least yesterday it did. There we go, bouncing off our 50 level. As long as it stays below that 50 level, I'd expect price to come further back down, perhaps come and sweep the lows again overall. This is looking a little bit short-term, medium-term bearish, unless Bitcoin can close above, like I said, $51,200, let's call it that. So overall, I'm waiting for a breakdown in price here, a reason to go short again. I'm not looking to buy anytime soon. And then we'll perhaps play this chart back down to sweep the lows. Bitcoin Cash also patiently waiting for a break below this liquidity zone. That would also be a break below the 200 simple moving average, which would be a pretty good signal for me to go short. So any kind of 4-hour candle close below $510, I'm going to be looking at a shorting opportunity for Bitcoin Cash here. And my target would be to sweep the lows again. Anything between $480 and $455 would be my next target. You can see right here on the shorter term time frames, the lower term time frames, this has been a significant level over here. So we do want to pay attention to it, but we don't want to put too much weight on it. We want to pay more attention to the bigger liquidity zones here. To the upside, Bitcoin Cash could break to the upside here and be met with resistance around $603, $602. At that point, I would love to take a short as well. If we do close above the 200 exponential moving average here, I would take a long position back up to that level. So we'll keep an eye on this one. This one can still go either way. But overall, looking at the market structure, I'm still leaning to the downside on all of these cryptos. I do want to make that very clear. We're still in an Ethereum trade here. Stop losses are on break even. We've already taken some profits off the table. Still waiting for it to continue its way downwards to fill our order back down here at $1,546 so that we can take some profits. And then our next target is actually going to be these lows down here around $1,445. But we'll only announce that once we've taken out TP1. Overall, still looking bearish here, rejected by the 21 exponential moving average right there at that point that I spoke about in yesterday's video. So that's why we took the short here for Ethereum. Currently in a nice little bit of a profit here. Once we hit our target, we'll move our stop losses back down to 1630, probably somewhere around there, just above the 200 simple and exponential moving averages. And then we'll wait for the meltdown to TP2. We're currently in a short for Chainlink here. I'm fairly confident about this trade. I liked it from a shorter term time frame point of view. I also like the fact that we are currently bouncing on the 200 simple and exponential moving average, but we see no follow through. Rejected by the 21 exponential. Makes me think that we're going to see this one sweep the lows again quite soon. That's why we took a market short on this, already in profit on this trade, which is nice. As soon as we get between the take profit number one and the entry, we will take 25% of our position off the table and we'll move our stop losses to break even. It's quite obvious what my bias is for this particular asset today. I think it's going to make its way downwards again. We'll be able to squeeze some profits out of this one. And then we'll reassess from there. Once we sweep the lows, do we see a bounce? Do we see a low being formed? Can we expect the prices to then skyrocket back to the moon? I think after this pullback, definitely. Yes. If we do go back down and we sweep the lows or even make another lower low, I would look at that as an opportunity to be buying and not selling, not freaking out and panic selling. Okay, Litecoin is kind of like an outlier here. I do want to say this. It looks like Litecoin wants to push back up to 195. At this point, I'm going to be taking a short position on Litecoin. You can see also here that's going to line up with the 21, the 100, and the 55 exponential moving average. It does look like Litecoin wants to have a push higher here. It looks like it wants to go and sweep the highs. Perhaps it doesn't even make it past our previous structure right here. So we'll keep an eye on it. If it does make its way above our previous level of structure here, then perhaps it could hold it, and then we'll see that short being filled, but I would not like to buy. Again, my bias is to the downside, so I'm going to stick to just short positions for now. Let's talk about Uni. Uni is the only one that I am currently not trading short-term positions. We did take longer-term positions. All of those longer-term positions have now been filled and are in profit. So if you did what I told you to do, or didn't tell you to do, but what I was doing, a couple of days ago, I took some of our money, put it one side, and started buying longer term positions, and then moved that money to my Exodus desktop wallet, where it's safe and it can be stored without anybody being able to access it or hack it or anything like that. So my longer term positions are not on Binance. I only use Binance to buy into those assets, and then I move that portfolio to a different location. Okay, so Uni here, I think short term we might see a bounce back, a pullback down to $22.67. I have no opinion on this one. There's nothing really here for me to trade, so I'm going to remain neutral on Uni. Neo, let's have a look at Neo. If Neo makes its way back up here to $43.77, I'll be looking to go short. But to the same token, if Neo starts breaking below this liquidity zone here, I'll be looking to go short on Neo as well, back down to $31.68. Monero, we had a short position in Monero. We got stopped out on break even, unfortunately, during the night, but you can see this one's still on its way down. That's okay. If we can see any kind of reason to re-enter this trade, we'll definitely take it. I think this one still has a lot of downside potential. And if we can grab another opportunity at it, I'll definitely take it. BNB, we saw yesterday that I was talking about this bull flag. We have now broken above this bull flag and confirmed above this bull flag. But we are now still below this liquidity zone. So if BNB can close a 4-hour candle above 268.41, I will take a long position on it. I do think this one can make its way much, much higher. And this is actually giving us a pretty decent buy opportunity as we speak. But it needs to close above this liquidity zone first, and then we'll take position. So I'm going to add an alert right there because I think it's very important that we do not miss this one. I think this is going to be quite a lovely trade. To the same token, another place that BNB could be coming back down to is around $220. At that point, I'd like to buy it as well. This one isn't making lower lows and lower highs. Well, it is making lower lows and lower highs, but it's not trending as aggressively to the downside as many of these other coins. Like look, for example, Bitcoin. This is an aggressive, impulsive move down. Where BNB at an aggressive, impulsive move up, and now currently just went into a consolidation phase. So I do think we still have some upside potential here. Any kind of close above that previous swing high would be my signal to go long. 1 inch never quite made it towards our liquid zone that we would like to short all the way back up here at $4.27. So if we do see 1 inch make its way back up there, I'd like to take a short position on that. I've spoken about this before. This is a huge market structure level. So if it did make its way back up there, that would be the opportune moment to take a short position on this particular asset. And you could easily target a sweep back down to this previous market structure low on the daily chart, which is this order block between $2.68 and $2.31. So those are all the coins I'm going to talk about today. There's not much else that I can talk about on Doji, VeChain, or GRT today. Let's just do a quick summary here. I'm going to be looking to take a short position on Bitcoin as soon as we break below this liquidity zone. I'll take a market short and see how far down the market wants to continue from there. Then on Bitcoin Cash, same thing here. As soon as we close any kind of 4-hour candle below this liquidity zone, I'll be looking to go short. Also on Bitcoin, again, if we close a 4-hour candle above $51,200 or above the 55 exponential moving average with decent volume, I'll be taking a long position on it. Same on Bitcoin Cash, any kind of 4-hour candle close above $553, above the 200 exponential and this liquidity zone, I'll be taking a long position there. Ethereum, I'm still short here, so I'm going to be keeping my eye on this chart. Perhaps as we continue to the downside, we'll move our stops into profit. I would love for Ethereum to hit our first target today, or as quickly as it possibly can, and then we can continue much, much lower for this asset. So I'm still overall bearish on Ethereum short term, bearish on Chainlink short term. Actually, let me quickly just explain on the hourly what's happening here. On the hourly, it looks like we are currently seeing what I like to call an ascending triangle, but not just only that. After breaking to the upside, we had a little bit of a trend line here, and we broke that trend line as of early this morning. And we came back up and retested that trend line beautifully as resistance. And now I believe that we can make our way much, much lower. So we wanted to short somewhere around here. We got our short position. It's a little bit of an early entry. Usually I would wait for a candle close below the liquidity zone. But since we did have this hourly candle close below that liquid zone, I was confident to take a position somewhere inside the zone, a stop loss just below our previous swing high. And this also looks like a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern. Volume agrees with us, as well as momentum oscillators. So I'm fairly confident that this one will continue to the downside and we'll make some profits on Chainlink today. So that's in summary what I'm playing today, what I'm looking at. Litecoin, like I said, this one could go either way. If it breaks below this liquidity zone, we're gonna short the living daylights out of it. Uni, nothing really. Neo, if we make it back up to 43, I'll short. If we make it below 36, I'll short. Monero, if we make it back up here, I'll take a short position. Other than that, I don't think there's any kind of other position I would like to take on Monero here. BNB, I'd love to take a long position if we can make it above this liquidity zone. If not, and it starts breaking back down, I think a long position, perhaps around $220. If that fails, we'll take a short position from there and we'll target around 146 to be reached. 1 inch, we're waiting patiently to reach our liquidity zone around $4.28, and then we'll take some shorts. Thanks, traders. Remain safe, trade with proper risk management, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers for now. Bye-bye.